ladies and gentlemen, it is arm day. Yeah, what you know about that is arm day, alright? We're getting fucking yoked. We're hitting it today. I don't really have any big meaningful talk for today's video, so we're just gonna go gym vlog on this one. I'm starting to like the idea of spacing out the more meaningful talks into separate videos, and then having kind of gym videos as a standard. Just so that I'm not, trying too hard to really dig up stuff to talk about every time. I want everything I talk about to be authentic, and I don't want to just come up with something to say just to have something to say. So, in the sake of authenticity, we are going to we're going to spread out the talking videos and fill in more with just the straight up gym videos. But it's arm day. Looking to be a good one. I think I had about 150 grams of carbs so far this morning. Average day on the cut. I have my carbs usually earlier in the day and then protein later in the night for dinner. But we're carved up. We're feeling good. Went to work today. I no longer feel sore anywhere. My traps feel good. Everything feels good. I'm not hitting back just yet because I really don't want my traps to flare up again. So we're giving back another day or two to really get ready, and then we'll hit a good back day. But it's arms today, man. Biceps, triceps, forearms. I'm gonna try to hit a little more forearms today. Really get them going. But it is a beautiful, beautiful day out. I'd say this is the first really, really nice day we've had. It is actually warm. It is 70 degrees outside. I worked outside in a t-shirt all day, which was amazing. So yeah, we're really liking that, liking the warmer weather. Not much left to say there. I'm going to try to kind of wrap this up here. Gonna drink my pre-workout. We're using the new, not the new, but the new tub of Hyde Signature that I got. Shout out ProSups if you want to sponsor me, But yeah, I mean, everything's looking good. We had our 2 rest days. We got plenty of rest, plenty of food, plenty of good sleep, carved up, protein full. I think we're looking really good in general. My general unpumped state is starting to look a lot more beefy, even especially on the cut, which is odd. I think it's kind of a mix of the newbie gains with the cut, so I'm not exactly newbie gains, more like muscle memory gains, kind of a 2-for-1. I'm rebuilding a lot of the muscle I had before when I was at 200 pounds, and also kind of getting that newbie gains. And while I'm cutting, I'm losing fat, so I'm seeing more definition. So overall, I'm just looking better and better by the day, looking bigger and more cut at the same time, which is odd for most people. But we're looking really good, unpumped, just natural. Arms are looking bigger, looking more lean, seeing more ab definition, seeing the serratus up here. When I go up for that front double bicep, when my lat pulls around, and you can really see that serratus and that cut right there between the lat and the ribs, I guess. Really cool stuff. I love seeing stuff like that. It's kind of nice how you can, slowly watch yourself kind of morph into the shape that these, high-level lifters have. You go from looking like an average Joe body to all of a sudden really starting to see these big defining features that kind of make you look like a bodybuilder, or look like somebody who's really been doing it for a while. That's kind of the stuff that you do it for. That's, the growth, the, getting further down the path and finally starting to see yourself look like you dreamed of looking like, which, we can get a little lost in that idea, I guess. If you would have showed 12-year-old me what I look like right now, he'd be flabbergasted, you know myself had no idea I would ever be this jacked. Mind you, I'm not that jacked. I'm, you know, pretty average build at this point, but you know, I think we got to remember to remind ourselves what our goals were as a young kid even, and you know, think about how proud of yourself you would have been if you knew where you're at now. Because with social media and all the influence we see of people's bodies, and you know, these people that have been doing it for 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, however many years, and we can get this idea that if we don't look like them, then we don't look good. But you know, if you're going in the sense of what is generally good looking and attractive to most people, and what would make your really young self before you knew all this really excited to see these features on you, you know, then you can feel a little more pride in where you're at and not feel so behind. Because if we're looking at, you know, I mean, I'm just going to name one specifically. If we're looking at a guy like Sam Sulek and wondering why we don't look like him, you know, you're setting yourself up for disappointment. You know, unless you want to lift for as many years as he has and do the PEDs and stuff that he has, you know, that's not really in the cards for most average people. So try not to compare yourself to people that are too out there, you know. I'm going to drink up this pre-workout. Going to finish driving over to the gym, and I will see you guys in there. We're going to film more sets in the gym and actually show you guys what we're doing. I try not to film every single set I do, but I do try to film at least one clip of each type of workout I do. So if I do 3, 4 sets on one, I'll film a clip of one of the sets for each workout. So we're going to do that. We're going to show you guys what we got going on in there today. Just pose down for a nasty pump check. Now, when it is sunny like this, the gym I'm at has nice windows, and you know, the lighting for the pump checks is pretty fucking sweet when it's daytime and it's lit up like this. And now that daylight savings passed, and now that, you know, the sun's staying out longer in the evening, when I go for my after work lifts, we are going to see some much better definition, much better pump checks. We also have a tripod on the way. Picked up one of them nice ones, goes up to 60 inches tall, so it'll be, you know, right at head height at least for the pump check ability. And it's got one of them little remotes with the button, so I can, you know, snap pictures, or I can start and stop the video from a distance, which is cool. Which will make all of this gym filming much more enjoyable to watch and enjoyable to film. But that's enough about that, guys. I will see you guys in the gym, and we will talk after, and you all will see what we got going on. So thank you.
Shit, what are you talking about?
It is hotter than a hoochie coochie in this car. We just got out of the gym. You guys will have seen some sets there in the pump check. Feeling really good today. It was a good lift. I felt pretty strong. Was able to push weight. We started off with some tricep rope extensions onto the seated dip. Put a lot of weight on there for 3 sets. Really pushing myself on that machine, especially. I think that's to blame for most of the tricep growth rate lately. Then from there, went over, did some overhead dumbbell extensions. The cables were all taken, so we had to resort to a dumbbell instead of the cable for the overhead. And then from that, I went to my incline bicep curls, 3 sets, And then on to reverse grip easy bar curls for 3 sets. Wow, even as I did that, I can feel that brachioradialis crunching together. And then did some just standing, alternating side bicep curls, the gym bro curls as I call them. And then from that on to a couple more sets of the tricep rope extensions once that cable opened up. And I hit 1 set of cable crunches before I did the pump check. Did the little pump check, and then after we were done with that, went back, finished a couple more sets of cable crunches, and did some isometric holds for the forearms. Did the 60-pound dumbbells, and you know, by the end of the lift, I was struggling to get the dumbbells off the rack, the 60s, and my arms are just so fried. And I mean, doing the iso holds, my forearms were burning, like really burning. We're getting some crazy veins going on. It's kind of annoying me. I'm not able to see any of these veins unless I'm actively doing curls. And like when I'm doing the curl, I can see veins spidering all through here, all up here. But then when I put them down and I go to do the pump check, no veins. So riddle me that, Batman. I don't know what the fuck's going on there. Guess we got to keep leaning out. And we're staying on the cut for a while. We might be staying on the cut until day 60. I was gonna do day 45 be the final day, but we're getting close to that too, and I still don't feel like I'm where I want to be. Maybe because I've been cheating a little more on my diet than I'd like to. Maybe, you know, I haven't been as strict. Since I hit that 30-day mark, I started kind of losing, because I felt like I did a good 30 days, and then I kind of started being easier on myself. But I think we're locking back in. We're staying strict on it. I'm not playing around no more. We're going to get to that solid 60-day cut, see if we can get some more veins, some more ab definition. And I think at that 60-day mark, whether I'm where I want to be or not, we're on to the bulk, because I need to start bulking and start putting on some mass, whether or not I get fluffy. You know, I'm trying to get to that, oh, the bulk's gonna go, or the cut's gonna go crazy point. You know what I mean? That point of bulking where you're just beef, and you know, people look at you and they go, wow, the cut's gonna go crazy. That's what I'm trying to get to. But I do want to cut a little bit first and see if I can't get some better definition before I start bulking. But nonetheless, we'll move on from that. It is time for me to head home, try to relax and enjoy the rest of my evening, eat some good dinner, and take care of myself. So yeah, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for watching. Take care of yourself, respect yourself, love yourself, and have a good day. Have a really good day. Alright, I'll see y'all later.